Hello guys, it's Nick and welcome back to my channel in another video. Today guys, I want to chat about the things that I had to get used to when adapting to life in India. These are a few of the things that I guess were more of a struggle for me to accept or understand than other things. Obviously so many things I'm like, yeah, no problem, but these are the ones that stand out as being like, that was tough. The very first one is huge for me, which is independence. I think naturally when you are a foreigner in a country like India, you will not be able to be as independent as we are used to being back in our home countries. I've heard other foreigners talking about this as well, and that's why I'm like, okay, at least it's not just me. I think that we've grown up so differently in a different kind of society, and one of the big takeaways from growing up was like, I need to be independent. I need to be able to kind of do everything myself, and thus that's become what's comfortable for me and what I know. I don't think I've ever asked someone for help, barely ever, because it's not a normal thing at all for me. And maybe some of you are wondering, like, how is your independence affected just by physically being in another country? The amount of people were trying to just rip me off because they could hear I'm a foreigner and in some cases see I'm a foreigner is so frustrating. So that's an example of how I can't be independent in all aspects because I need my partner to go and talk to them and basically pretend it's his hard drive so that they will just give him a normal price and get it done. So definitely just lots of things like that, like in ways that I can't just be the same as I was back home and just do everything myself. And in a way it's a good thing because it's helping me learn that, you know, it's okay to get help from people and like it's okay to do all of that and everything, but it's definitely different. Definitely is hard to adjust to when you've just been told all your life like you need to be independent and then you're in situations where you can't be independent. So definitely tough, but this is going to be an ongoing one for a long time. I feel like, I think as well for most foreigners that are living in India, maybe they've just got married and there's a process of 2 years before you can apply for OCI. So during that period of 2 years, the foreigner, if they're living in India, like you can't work. So you would be relying on your spouse's income, so financial dependency also, and just so many things, even just getting around India, unless you drive or have a scooty or a bike or something, then it's also going to cost money. And a lot of foreigners, including me, don't drive in India. You know, not the safest. Obviously, you have to be really skilled driver to be driving in India, and I am learning bike at the moment, so I'm trying to be more independent and like be able to just go to a coffee shop on a bike or something. But yeah, it's going to take some time. So in so many aspects, you're just not able to be as independent. And if you are someone like me, that is very difficult. So that is definitely something I have had to get used to and I'm still getting used to for sure. The next one, guys, is PDA, not being able to do PDA in public. PDA stands for public display of affection, if you don't know. And yeah, I just think in my home country and a lot of places in the West, it's just very normal to like give your partner a kiss outside or hold their hand or, you know, any kind of, you know, just light displays of affection as a couple in public are very normal there. And in India, it's just not really. It's definitely becoming more okay and accepted and normal, but still not in the same way, definitely not in the same way. And that's something now it's so funny because I'm literally just so used to it. Like last year, I feel like it was such a thing for me because, you know, my partner is like, he's grown up in that kind of a way that like it's not normal to do that kind of stuff in front of others and in public. I definitely found that difficult to start because for me it's completely normal. Back home, if I'm with someone, I would hold their hand in public and it's just normal way to be if you're in a couple. But yeah, like here it's like you can definitely do it, but it's I think it's not as comfortable for a lot of Indians. So that's one side of it, is like people aren't comfortable to do it because of how they've grown up, but also, you know, you do get more looks, you know, from older people, I would say, when you hold hands in public. And it is changing, it's definitely changing, and it's definitely not like something you can't do, holding hands, but it's not quite as comfortable as doing it in the West, I would definitely say, for sure. And certainly not having a kiss or anything or a hug. I've never even seen people in India hug on the streets or in public or anything, so it's definitely different. And why can't we hold hands outside? And now I don't even go to hold his hand because it's so, even though he started doing it then, now I'm just used to not doing it. So I just, it's normal for me now not to hold hands outside. So yeah, funny how you adapt and change as required. This next one, guys, is I don't know if I will ever get used to it. I think it's like, I'm used to it. It's not that I'm not used to it, but it's annoying. It's very annoying. And that is the security. Obviously, security is in public places for security to be secure and safe and make sure everyone stays alive and is good, and of course is necessary. I feel like in somewhere like this, of course in the West we don't have security like they have here because yeah, there isn't, I guess, terrorist threats or anything like that. So if you don't know, basically anytime you go into some place like maybe a mall or any kind of like event, I feel, or in just some shops, you have to they do a scan down of you, and they also have to check in your bag, like what's in your bag and everything, and that process is fine. It doesn't take too long, and it's like, okay, it's fine. The one that is not fine for me is in the grocery shops, and not just grocery shops, sorry, many different shops. They put a plastic wire around your handbag or any bag that you have. You either have to put it into like storage in the shop, like you can't take the bag around with you, or they put the wire on the zip of your bag so that you can't open your bag while you're going around the shop. And guys, I literally have this tiny handbag. I think it's like literally this size. Like you can literally only fit a phone in it, maybe a small purse as well. That's literally all you can fit in this bag. And they still make me put the plastic wire around the zip so that I can't open the bag. I'm like, what am I gonna take from this shop in this tiny bag? Like, and just the process of it as well, it's so annoying. Like the amount of times that what happened is I go into the shop, they put the seal on my bag, I've left my phone in there, my money, everything. I go around the shop. This happened once when we were furnishing the house, and I wanted to compare colors of something that we have already in the house versus something I was looking at in the shop, and the phone was locked in the bag, like I can't get it. And it's so annoying. Then you have to go and to the checkout, which they're always busy. There's always a queue, so you have to wait in the queue or just try and get their attention so that they can cut it open for you. Then you have to go back. Then once you take out your phone, you have to go back to the start of the shop so that they can put a new seal on it. Yeah, it's a lot. Like it's a lot. If you're from a country like I am, where we don't have any of this kind of security, it's definitely a lot to get used to. It does become very normal now. It's just normal and doesn't bother too much. But every time they put the seal on that specific tiny bag, I feel like, come on, really? And they're just doing their job. It's not against them, but it's just like, oh yeah, it's a bit annoying. The next one, guys, is spam marketing on the mobile. So in any shop you go to and that you buy something, they will ask for your phone number, because some of them it's that they send the receipt to the phone number, so okay, but it's also used so that they can have your phone number and send you spam marketing for discounts or to sign up to something or any whatever normal marketing that you get from a shop. That is why they take your number, so that they can, yeah, spam you with marketing. The one that's bothering me the most right now is a couple of months ago, I was doing research for this lump. Like I was looking for like lipoma removal, like places, clinics, I guess you could say. And I found this website, and before you can even see the list of clinics, they ask for you to put in your mobile number into the website. And so I was like, okay, fine, like I want to see the clinic, so I guess I have to put my phone number. I put in my phone number, and to this day, every day at 10 a.m, specifically 10 a.m. on the dot, every single day, saying, some marketing message about like get free lipoma removal now, or 10% off, whatever it is. And it's so annoying. And every time I get it, I block the number, and I still get it the next day. So there's no way to even block these numbers. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know what system they're using, but it's crazy. It's probably not too annoying if you're someone that doesn't really care about, I guess, checking your notifications. You can just ignore the notification when you get it, like no big deal, it's fine. But I am not that kind of person. If I see a notification on my phone that's marked unread, I have to like click it to have it be read, because otherwise I feel like, oh, I just need it sorted, gone. So, oh my God, every day at 10 a.m. I'm clicking that and I'm getting rid of the notification, but there's nothing I can do. Like, it's just for life I'm going to get this message from this place, I guess. So it's really shitty and it's really annoying, but that is the way marketing is here in India. I've never seen marketing like that in any other country. Even when you give your email address to shops and stuff, like, it's on another level in India, the spam marketing. And just random calls as well, like random marketing calls that just don't know, like just spam calls, you know. And the very last one is just generally, you have to learn to have patience in India. And it's very funny because that is my worst quality, is that I'm not a patient person, and that is what you need the most of in a country like India. So that is something to get used to. Everything is slower here. I can't even really pinpoint exact things, but just every process is slower here. Like, no one is in too much of a rush, which I love. Like, that's literally one of the things I love, is that it's a slower pace of life. In some situations, it's annoying, important situations or serious situations, and this also ties into just people are very relaxed about time here. Like, if someone says, I'll meet you at 2 p.m., they probably mean 3 p.m. And for me, I'll be there before 2 p.m. I'll be there at like 1:50 p.m. So that doesn't do well for me. But yeah, it's just all adapting to the way things are here, and that it's different. And slowly but surely, I'm getting used to all of these things. So these are just a few of the things that I had to get used to while living in India. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and are you surprised by these? And please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll love you forever. And I will see you in my next one.